On January 3, 2026, in the early hours of the morning, the tranquility of the Caribbean Sea was shattered. An operation codenamed Absolute Resolve instantly focused the world's attention on the South American nation of Venezuela. The United States, a superpower, launched a direct military strike against a sovereign nation in an unprecedented manner, capturing its sitting president. What secrets lie behind this? Was it a thunderous blow in the war on drugs, or a long-planned regime change? Today, we will peel back the layers of mystery and provide a deep analysis of this shocking special military operation. The tension between the US and Venezuela is not new, but in recent years, a series of moves by Venezuela to challenge the hegemony of the US dollar has pushed the confrontation onto an irreversible path. As the country with the world's largest proven oil reserves, Venezuela has been systematically de-dollarizing in recent years. As early as 2007, Venezuela and China initiated an oil for loans model, using crude oil to repay tens of billions of dollars in debt, creating a financial ecosystem that bypassed the US dollar. In September 2025, Venezuela officially announced that its oil exports would be priced in Chinese yuan. And since 2024, to evade US sanctions, Venezuela began using the cryptocurrency USDT on a large scale for oil settlements. By the end of 2025, over 80% of its oil revenue was processed this way. These actions were seen as a direct challenge to the petrodollar system. For the United States, any action that undermines the petrodollar status is intolerable. In August 2025, the US government doubled the bounty for the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro to $50 million, under the charge of narco-terrorism. This set the stage for the subsequent military action. Immediately after, under the pretext of combating drug cartels, the US amassed a formidable naval force in the Caribbean, including the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford, and began frequently attacking ships allegedly linked to Venezuela. From diplomatic blockades to authorizing covert CIA operations within Venezuela. From economic sanctions to a full blockade of oil tankers entering and leaving the country. The pressure from the US escalated step by step, and the military encirclement tightened. In December 2025, US drones conducted their first airstrike on a Venezuelan port facility, seen as a prelude to military action. The storm was gathering, and a larger tempest was brewing. At 2 a.m. on January 3, 2026, the night sky over Caracas, the capital of Venezuela, was torn apart by the flash of explosions. The US military deployed over 150 aircraft, including F-22 and F-35 stealth fighters, to conduct precision strikes on multiple military and communication targets in Caracas. The operation's codename, Absolute Resolve. The core of the operation was a capture mission executed by America's most elite Special Forces unit, Delta Force. They descended by helicopter, raiding a heavily fortified military base in Caracas, with their target being Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Under the cover of powerful electronic warfare and air support, Venezuela's air defense systems were quickly neutralized. In just half an hour, the operation was over. At 5:21 a.m., then US President Donald Trump announced via social media that Maduro and his wife had been successfully captured and taken out of Venezuela. He later released a photo of Maduro being held on a US warship. The news sent shockwaves across the globe. Hours after the operation, Trump held a press conference at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, offering a more blunt explanation for the action. He declared that the United States would manage Venezuela until a safe, proper, and intelligent transition could be achieved. Trump made no secret of his interest in Venezuela's oil resources. He stated that major US oil companies would go into Venezuela to fix its dilapidated oil facilities and make money for the country. He even claimed that Venezuela had stolen our oil and that the US had built Venezuela's oil industry. Venezuela holds the world's largest proven oil reserves and is a key strategic partner for China and Russia in Latin America. Trump's speech undoubtedly confirmed what many had suspected. Controlling Venezuela not only means controlling a vital part of the global energy landscape but also delivering a heavy blow to geopolitical rivals. Trump even introduced the so-called Monroe Doctrine, declaring that America's dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never again be questioned. This, perhaps, is the unspoken truth behind Operation Absolute Resolve. The US military action and Trump's blatant statements sent shockwaves through the international community. China, Russia, France, and many other countries, as well as the United Nations, strongly condemned the unilateral actions of the United States, deeming them a serious violation of international law and the UN Charter. Within the US, there was also a chorus of questions about the legality of the operation. For Venezuela, the future is fraught with uncertainty. The capture of a sovereign nation's president by a foreign power is extremely rare in modern international relations. How will the US takeover proceed? Where are Venezuela's politics and economy headed? And what profound impact will this action have on the geopolitical landscape of Latin America and the world? Operation Absolute Resolve has, for now, concluded, but the ripples it has created have only just begun. How will history record this day? In the shadow of power politics, what will become of a nation's destiny? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts on this topic, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of international affairs.